I'm Stephen Murray. I'm the country manager of Zomato in South Africa.
And Stephen, what is Zomato?
So the easiest way to explain it to you is what the problem we solve, and we help people find restaurants or places to eat.
And how does that work?
So we have a desktop platform or an app platform that is hyper-localized to the area that you're in, and based on a search based on your mood, type of food you're looking for, cuisines and so on, we'll present you with the best possible results in the closest proximity to you.
And what's the split between desktop and mobile use?
Funny enough, it's still predominantly desktop use. About 60% of our user base is still using us on desktop. Kind of makes sense from where you think about where people actually start searching for food, lunchtime, sitting at the office. And the remaining 40% is broken up between mobile browser and app.
And in terms of what you know about your users, what's the demographic?
Yeah. So 60% is female, between 23 and 30. So ladies are still predominantly choosing where we go to eat and what we'll be eating in the evenings.
And how many people are using the app?
So in South Africa, we service about 1.4 million sessions monthly, and that's about 750,000 users, and 250,000 of those are on app.
And you're wanting to push towards the mobile app.
Yes.
How's that going, and why do you need to do that if people are using it on the desktop?
So I think essentially if you look at the user experience, it starts with the Google search, and then we present them with the traffic results or a result within their browser, and then they come through to Zomato. So if we can convert people onto an app, that becomes the primary source of information for food and restaurant listings.
And what's the business model?
It's display media, similar to Google AdWords. So what we'd do is if you were searching for a restaurant in, say, the High Park area, we would present you with results. The first 9 slots or 3 slots would be sponsored content from one of the restaurants who are paying us for that premium position, and then the rest are organic results.
And you also have social engagement, don't you? How does that go? People writing reviews?
Yeah, so I think in order to create some sort of stickiness within our platform, we've created a social media element to it. So users can go in, share their experience, rate the restaurant, and then write a review piece. The more often they engage with us, the higher they climb the food rankings, and then there's a reward-based system, which we call the Foodie Meetup, which then rewards those people for their contributions to our platform.
And who is Zomato?
So we're about 9 years old globally, founded in India. Initially, we were just a bunch of, paper captured digital menus that were serviced on an intranet. And then from there, that grew into a platform that it is today. So now we're in 10,000 cities or 23 countries, and we service about 90 million people every single month.
And you've been how long in South Africa?
3 years. So it's been a 3-year starting from zero knowledge of us, and then a hard slog through marketing and partnership and our users to get us to where we are today.
And are you breaking even yet?
Not yet. We're just on the cusp of that. So it's a very exciting time for us, and we envisage that in the next couple of months.
And do you have expansion plans in Africa?
Not at this point. I think South Africa, we still have a lot to do. We're only present in Johannesburg, Pretoria, and Cape Town. So there's a lot of cities to start servicing from a South African perspective. We also feel that the communities are right here in terms of foodies are becoming very popular. If you look at the type of TV shows we're watching, more and more you're seeing MasterChef and those type of things. So there's a very ripe ecosystem here, and we'd like to make sure that we get the model right in South Africa before expanding into Africa.
And if you were to expand, what sort of country would you consider?
I think Nigeria looks very interesting. Kenya is also an option. We find that the online engagement in those countries is pretty high, and it would make sense to probably look at those as secondary countries.